Right, so today's Kitt's first outing of the season to car meet called Replica. So we've done this one a few times in various cars last year, so it's a great little get together. You don't need to have immaculate cars to attend. Probably the rougher the better, actually. What's also good as well, you don't need to stay for 7 or 8 hours in a day. You can just come and go as you please, so it's quite a flexible show. So the weather isn't on our side today, as you can see. It's pretty miserable, but we'll probably only be staying an hour or so. But yeah, Kitt's running really nicely at the moment. This morning I fixed the other TV that wasn't working. It was a power feed issue on that one, so that just brings me down to one job still to do on them, and that's fix this keypad here that seems to come away. So that's just a simple job of stripping that down and gluing that back in. In fact, we'll turn the TVs on. There we go, 2 TV screens again. Up from an electric car there, that's to be good. Right, and that's just arrived, so it's at the Vintage Bus Museum up in Dunfermline. I hope we're not the first here. Never great being the first person at a car show, but we are quite early. Got a few other things to do today. Is he not? No, I don't like them.
It's a very old car.
Is he? Oh, right. I need to find a space for him. Oh look, there's an old Fuego.
And an ass.
And an Astra. We just need to figure out where we are going to park. We'll park over there. Might get told off. That'll be fine. See what we've got. Starting to fill up now. I think Kitt got the best parking spot. Let's go over here and have a look. It's coming in. There is a Mark III Astra, look. Look, there's 2 Astras. Remember we had one like that? Right, so I've taken some walkarounds here of a few cars that interested me on the show. The first one, which stood right out, is this Calibra. It's like a 1994 on an L, and super rare being a 4-wheel drive one as well. So I think that'll probably be a C20 Let. It's under the bonnet, but I've never actually owned one of these, but it's certainly something maybe I have to tick off the list at some point. Peugeot 205, so I've got a couple here, a 3-door one. I think this is probably a base model with some GTI wheels on it. Really nice condition. And there's another 5-door one beside it. Probably like a 1.1 GL, I think that is, 1989 on an F. A really nice condition. A big Audi. Audi, it looks like an A8, this one. Again, you very rarely see these at shows. Got a really nice leather interior in it. I don't know what size engine this one is, 1995, probably a 2.8 V6. And a Mark III Fiesta. This was in really good condition, this one. Must have been one of the first Mark IIIs on an F on an 89. Looks like maybe Popular or Popular Plus trim level. Again, another one I'd probably like to tick off a list at some point. Key code sticker on the window, like they all had back then. And a 106 Graduate. So I think that was a base model, and they maybe added some extra bits on it, the dealer. So based on an XN, I think these were usually 1.1s. And it's not often you actually see these at shows, but again, they are getting super rare, so it definitely deserves its spot on the show now. And this here, a bit of a beast of a Bentley. Looked like a Turbo R, so I think these were 6.7 turbocharged. This was in amazing condition, this one. So it was getting quite a bit of attention. The light blue leather interior on it as well. White wall tyres and the red Turbo R badges. And here's one of my personal favourites, a Corvette C5. I have to say, I think it's probably one of the nicest looking cars out there. The only negative for me is there are only 2 seats, which wouldn't be ideal, but it's like a 5.7 Hemi, I think, in these, but absolutely stunning. Definitely one to tick off the list in the future. And oh look, the nicest car in the show, that's Kitt. I always end up going to shows and not taking any pictures or videos of my own car, so yeah, just a quick walk around the Kitt. Unfortunately, I never bothered cleaning them or polishing them for today because the weather was so bad, but it's still nice to get them out to a show. And yeah, this Volvo, this was another one of my favourites at the show. Volvo Automatic Deluxe. I don't know if this is a 164, these ones, on a jive plate, so really low, but the condition was absolutely stunning. The paint made it stand out really well. Interior was also, yeah, well, it's a 144, so I was close. Black leather interior, wheels were mint. Really nice car. That would definitely be one to add to the collection. It's rare to see one as old as well over here. And then we have a Mark II Astra Estate. So again, super rare, really common back in the day. This looks like a base spec L model, probably a 1.3 or 1.6. Pretty good condition. A few bits of rust here and there, but it's nice to see an estate that's actually survived, rather than just maybe the GTEs or the SRIs that you often see at shows.